Okay, so I wanted to show you a quick video on the online lab you'll be doing today for gel electrophoresis. So on the assignment, you will see the URL to get to the website, and you'll probably have to hit the flash player to allow it to run. But once you get to this page, you're going to hit Start Simulation. And there's different levels. We're going to just do level 1. And that's the only one you have to do today. We're not going to do 2 and 3. Okay? So this will take you through all the different parts to do. So you'll go from context all the way down to summary. The context, this is just a little bit of information about gel electrophoresis, and you will be working with a gel that looks like this one. Right here where my mouse is, these are the wells that you are going to load your DNA samples into. And then what's going to happen is we are going to move the DNA samples through the gel after we turn it on, and it's going to go to the positive electrode. And why it goes to the positive electrode is because DNA has a negative charge to it. If we wanted to be real specific, the phosphate group in DNA has a negative charge. Nitrogen base and the 5-carbon sugar are pretty much neutral, so we don't really have to worry about them. Now, we're going to use different restriction enzymes to cut the DNA into various fragments. So the DNA gets cut. Now, what's left over is going to be different sizes of fragments of DNA. So, sorry guys, lights went off, hold on. So sorry about that. So as the DNA goes through the gel, if it's a really large fragment of DNA, meaning it has a lot of nucleotides in it, it's going to be very big and it's not going to move through very quickly. So anything that's really large or has a lot of nucleotides is going to end up fairly close to the wells here because it's not going to move very far. If something's a very small molecule, it can move faster because it doesn't have all that weight to pull with it. So it can move all the way to the other side. And it's going to go to the positive electrode because, as we said, DNA has a negative charge. So getting into everything, guys, here's everything you're going to use for the online lab. And I just wanted to show you a few things that can be a little bit difficult. And you guys can make predictions if you want. You really don't have to do that part. Okay, so as we start our simulation, here are all the different things. The gel is right here, so that's your step 1. And you can see after I selected it, we move to the next one. And you'll have hiccups, guys, just like I did. Like, next one, place the agarose gel in the electrophoresis box. You'll be like, oh, I'm going to move it down. Problem is, the lid isn't open. So you drag it away a little bit, open the lid, and then you bring it in. Okay? Orient the wells of the gel toward the negative electrode. You just click that, and then you can rotate it if, however you see fit. But anyway, so you guys can go through all that. Now, the one thing I found difficult is for some of them, when you're using these little tips up here for the micro pipettes, okay, if you load them up, this little tip here, it's going to ask you later on to put it into the trash can, and I'm looking around, I'm like, there's no trash can. Well, if you go up here to Lab Notebook and you click on it, you'll see this little arrow come up, and then there's the trash over there. And if you hit eject tip, it'll take it to the trash. But anyway, so that's it, guys. You'll go through all the different steps, and once you complete it, it'll take you to the next series of procedures to go through. So once you're done with this, guys, it's going to ask you some questions at the end of the lab. Do the assignment that is on Canvas the same time you're doing those questions, because a lot of them are the same questions. Okay, so run through that, guys, and that'll be pretty much it. To complete the assignment on Canvas, have a good rest of your day.